friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal Idunyate, and today I am excited to announce the return of StoryKitCrush to my YouTube channel. Now, there are a couple of changes that I'm going to be making to StoryKitCrush, and I want to talk about those in this kind of reintroductory video, and then you're actually going to see an additional video come out that will be a process video using the right story kit. So let's talk about StoryKitCrush. StoryKitCrush is a challenge that I started with one of my friends a number of years ago. Now, my friend no longer participates in the challenge, and I had kept it going over the course of 2.5 years before taking a break this April. So April and May, I took a break from StoryKitCrush, completely stopped it for a period of time to reevaluate why I'm doing it in the first place and to figure out a way that I could come back to the challenge in a more sustainable way. Starting out the year this year, I was crushing 2 of the Ali Edwards story kits. Those kits come jam-packed with cards and papers and embellishments and so many different story prompts that I generally can get anywhere between 8 to 12 stories out of each individual kit. When I was crushing 2 at a time and telling anywhere from 20 to 30 stories in a month, it just started to feel like too much. So I took that feeling of burnout and overwhelm and just took a break and got my mojo back, and now I'm ready to come back and start telling stories again. However, here is where the changes are going to take place. I will not be crushing 2 kits. That is just way too much, way too many stories, and will definitely lead to burnout after so long doing it. So we're not doing 2 kits, we're just going to do 1. But since taking my break from StoryKitCrush, I have actually started to work with the Ali Edwards Design Inc. company, and my story planning videos, which you have seen here on YouTube before, have now become part of the story classroom over on the Ali Edwards website. So if you are a current subscriber to the story kit, the story stamp, or the story classroom, you can actually access the story planning lesson directly inside of the classroom, which is super awesome. It makes it really easy to find when you're ready to break into your kit and start to tell those stories. So I recommend going over there, starting with the right kit. So now we have done the right kit, the senses kit, and the next one to come out will be the unexpected story kit. So the story planning lesson is inside of the classroom. In addition to the story planning lesson, I also create anywhere between 1 and 3 layouts that go into a separate video, a separate lesson inside of the classroom. Those become available on the first of the month following the release of the kit. So for example, this month, the new unexpected kit will be released or revealed on the 13th of the month. On July 1st, my lesson that includes the process videos for the 1 to 3 layouts, that will be available to be viewed inside of the classroom as well. So that material is exclusive to the classroom. But again, if you are a subscriber to any of the monthly subscriptions, that classroom material is available for you to watch. So what does that mean for YouTube? Here is my plan for my StoryKitCrush series here on YouTube, and that is after a couple of months have passed where I have created some layouts using the story kit, I have done the story planning, I want to return to those kits again and tell another 4 to 5 stories from the ones that I've planned. Now, if you remember, I'm planning anywhere from 8 to 12 stories. So even that's not going to be all of them. If I do 3 and then 4, we're only really at 7 at that point. So there's still going to be some left over, and we'll talk a little bit about that here in just a second. So my plan is to tell 1 story every Friday throughout the course of the month. This month I'm going to be focusing on the right story kit, and then in July we'll cross over to the senses story kit, and then in August we'll do the unexpected story kit, and so on and so on and so on. Every Friday, you'll see one layout come together, with the exception of this month, where you will see actually two in a couple of the videos because I missed the first Friday of the month. Whoops, but that's okay. I'm also giving myself a lot of grace. So if I'm not able to put together all of those videos and have them posted on time on the Fridays, I'm going to be okay with that. But my goal is to have a video ready and uploaded for you every single Friday that includes one of my StoryKitCrush layouts. So what about the rest of the stories that I haven't told? Those for now I'm putting on the back burner. I, at the time of planning my stories, divide them out into the ones that I would like to tell soon, or sooner rather than later, while the stories are still fresh. And then a second pile where I put in the stories that I can really tell anytime, any year, it doesn't really matter. Those ones I'm putting on the back burner, and I'm focusing on the stories that I want to get done, or the stories that I'm most excited to create based on the design that I come up with. So for the ones on the back burner, you may eventually see those make their way into videos here, or maybe they'll become part of material elsewhere. I'm not totally sure yet. I'm leaving that one up for making future decisions. But for now, I just want to focus on the stories that have the highest priority for me. All right, friends, that is pretty much what I wanted to tell you about the StoryKitCrush challenge. If you have participated in this with me in the past, I am so thankful for you. I'm so thankful that you have kept it going while I've been taking my break. And I'm just excited to get in there to tell stories and to read your stories as well. If you are a creator who shares scrapbooking layouts over on Instagram and you are participating in StoryKitCrush, definitely make sure to use the hashtag StoryKitCrush on your projects, or feel free to tag me if you want, because I would love to see the projects that you're making and the stories that you're telling. Friends, that's going to be it for this little video here. I hope you feel as excited as I am to see this challenge, this series reemerge here on my YouTube channel. And also, as a side note, I also have a website. It's crystalidunate.com, which I'll link down in the description box for you as well, where I create blog posts that have additional photos and links to supplies I use and details behind decisions I'm making. That can also be found on my blog. So if you're someone who would rather read about the process rather than watch it, then I highly recommend going and checking that out, because you'll see the StoryKitCrush layouts make their appearance there as well. All right, friends, I will see you in the next video that's also posting today, where I'm going to work on the first two layouts using the right story kit. So until then, have a great couple of minutes here, and I will see you in that next video.